Hello, welcome to another game. I'm playing as punters, and this is a 2v2. Looks like I got my standard army at this point in time for 12.5k CWB. And my ally is Egypt, and his name is Scorpi SR. Scorpi Senior, I guess. He's in the 5th clan, and he's a very old player, presumably. And he's playing as Egypt. So I got punters in Egypt, both of which have carrots and carrot archers against Macedonians and Carthage. So this will be a classic case of two skirmish style armies against two defensive armies. The aim of the defensive armies, I'm just going to speed up the game, the aim of the defensive armies will be to hold out against massive amounts of archers and defend themselves against cavalry trying to kill off the archers, and prevent a general situation where they're in a ring where they get killed by a lot of archers and cavalry and then eventually die to the infantry. That is not what they want to occur. And my opponents are Carthage from Hell, his name is Titan, and somebody from CW clan whose name is Zeke, that's Zishel. Okay, how embarrassing for Zeke, I would guess. And I'm moving up my carrot archers very quickly. He's moved this up very quickly as well, even faster than mine. So it starts the beginning of the skirmishing phase. He only got one carrot archer, and I've got two. So presumably he likes the idea of microing one unit, while I prefer to have the power of 2 units. Looks like I've just discovered that carrot archers are in fact very bad against Balearic slingers, because Balearic slingers have a low arc. So this is really one of the ways they try to defend themselves against archers, is that if you're Carthage or Greek who have radius slingers, they can buy these long range slingers, which have the same range as normal archers by the way, and kill carrot archers. So I'm moving on my army because I noticed that these are all kind of close up, and in any case Scorpi is moving up his, and he's actually taken an army which is perfect against defensive armies, i.e. those with lots of pikes, because he hasn't taken any carrots. Heavy carrots, he's just taken a horse archer carrot. So these are Nile cavalry, and they're not the best cavalry, and it looks like my Pontic heavy cavalry got into combat just now. They were trying to chase off the Balearic slingers, but he's moved up his own sacred band, and I'm throwing javelins into them, throwing lots of archers into that unit. Quite a few of them might die. And this is a very bad situation for Titan to be in, Hell Titan. This is a much better formation. As you can see, if this area looks unprotected, he can move up his flanks pikemen or move this unit up sideways, while he's using his own cavalry to generally protect his own area. So this is how you defend against skirmishing tactics. This isn't, you know, with cavalry into your own archery lines, and your men are kind of in a very tight formation. You don't really need 3 whole rows of infantry. You only really need 1 or 2 to protect your own, well, you need 2 actually to protect your own archers. So he's taken 6 units of Cretan archers, hoping to defeat the archer front, but these are Pharaoh bowmen, so they are better than Cretan archers I believe in terms of shooting, because they've got more armor. So the best you can hope for is that both sides will run out of arrows, because Cretan archers actually have Cretan archers, yeah, they are long range, because Cretan archers cannot hope to fight against Pharaoh bowmen in close combat. So Scorpi will be hoping that they'll get a situation where they fight in close combat against each other, but he's also hoping at the same time that the bowmen will run out of arrows, so that they won't be able to use the arrows effectively later. So Zeke is effectively anti-skirmishing very well. The Titan isn't, because he's all his, as you can see, all of his archers are now all picked off piecemeal. These are just skirmishers, not even archers it seems. So these are just skirmishers, they're pale stats equivalent, javelin, fairly useless. They're running away now, so he's got, so on this side has basically lost the archer war. I got far greater number of archers. They can easily wipe out the Cretan archers, and then these opponents will be forced into a tight formation where they have to try to defend themselves against cavalry, and in return they'll be surrounded by archers, which will try to shoot into the rear where they're least protected by shields. So my units are moving en masse. I don't know why they moved there. I think they were just threatened by a single cavalry. They probably killed it by now. And these cavalry archers are moving in, hoping to shoot into the rear. He's probably trying to form up ranks with the Royal Pikemen of Zeke. That's his name after all, Zeke Dazizil. And my archers are running off in the skirmish mode. Oh, they're running off at a funny angle, but together, so I'm guessing I must outmove them to the side, in the vague hope that they'll shoot into the side of the sacred band. My units are standing still. Scorpy helpfully moves on his units. Oh, I see why he's doing the Cretan archers. He's shooting straight into the Null Spearmen. These are Null Spearmen. They are the second best infantry of the Egyptians. That is to say, they're bad infantry. But once upgraded, they're pretty much effective. They do their job well in that they can stand up and fight and hold against cavalry long enough, usually. So all of the infantry is moving to this side, presumably because there's just far too many pikemen here. Though really he can try to give a good stab of killing all these Cretans. So these bowmen are depleted. I'm not sure where he's been shooting at all this time. And these Cretan archers do very well, there's plenty of them left. So I'm guessing that in terms of the fighting, archer war, that the Egyptian has lost against the Macedonians. And combat's engaged by the secret band. Looks like being charged from the rear here. And there's a good concave here and here, which means that I'm surrounding the secret band, which helps a lot. So that must be the backspace method I just did there, putting down the pikes to fight again and push away the opponent. So as you can see, these Null Spearmen are fighting long enough to hold off the Royal Pikemen. These light lancers, they're good on charge, but they're not going to be very effective because they're charging off at a bad angle. They should try to charge in from the rear here, as opposed to through their own unit here. These Null Cavalry doing extremely well. They're basically they're weak heavy cavalry, but they're stronger heavy cavalry than what the opponent has, and that's all that matters. And with enough numbers, they will do their job. They will charge and rout an opponent, which they're not doing. But I got Cappadocian cavalry for that. My own archers are charging in, add a bit of numbers into the fight. Maybe perhaps they ran out of arrows. Probably not. Probably just wanted to finish off the fight. Thought that it could do with a lot more numbers or to hold the opponent in place, and to generally help my own cavalry. My Scarf Carrots were trying to chase off the archers when they ran amok. There's a big charge towards the rear of the Macedonians. This is good tactics, charging to the rear while the infantry is attacking another infantry. So these are moving slowly. Oh, there it goes. He's raised the pikes because he needed maneuverability and ran them, and he'll probably try to reform them and put down the pikes again, which he does. So right now it's my unit which is surrounded by Royal Pikemen. So my pikemen are surrounded by his pikemen. This circuit band here, they're essentially surrounded on three sides, and so cannot fight effectively. Looks like these will try to charge again. These are just plain infantry, so they're not as tough as Sacred Band. They may rout immediately, and they do. My archers run away because they're not combat troops. I don't know what I was thinking, using them as combat troops. So this huge mass of Nile cavalry is doing the job very well, despite being relatively weak cavalry. Since they don't have to fight other cavalry for dominance, they're able to charge the rear of many units. So it looks like it's firing fire arrows because that lowers morale, so helps to rout the enemy, or opponents rather. So I'm charging in my own carrot archers. They must have ran up a bow arrow, and you can see the cartwheels, the wheels carting off, I guess. So right now this situation is a rather familiar situation to those who played plenty of games. Is that one side has no cavalry left and the other side does, so they have the mobility cavalry advantage, and one side has archers left but the other side doesn't. So the archers are able to shoot into the rear of these units. In order to counteract the effect of charging cavalry, you try to form up your units as close as possible. But there's practically nothing you can do unless you're playing on very large, on huge maps, on huge sizes, to prevent archers from shooting to your rear. So here he's trying to hopefully kill off some non-cavalry. I guess that's his intention. And this is a very unlucky charge because he racked quickly enough, and these units all run away. And as a consequence, my own carrot archers run away. They see these null cavalry run away, and they do too. I do suppose they are alone. Nobody else has died of who are carrot archers. So I'm just going to type this up. It's probably very boring to see the rest of this game. Yeah, they're charging in, but it doesn't matter. These are not amok. Wow, these guy carrots are not amok, and actually do quite a bit of damage. 15. So they're running back as boys, but they will go amok eventually. And these units are running around. Oh, they do some damage. They router units. These are the most effective Scythe carrots against pikemen I've ever seen. They are circling around in pairs, trying to avoid the pikes. And they do so successfully, which is amazing. Circling round and round, killing field, routing a few units. So these are very successful Scythe carrots. So right now they're desperately trying to kill as many archers as possible. I don't know why they reformed before attacking, but there you go. And there goes some more Scythe carrots. They're pretty much the only infantry left on the field. They should be used to chase off enemy opposing infantry. So right now they're just tying off the troops, but they got no chance if they stay still. That's the thing, because then they'll get shot by arrows. So these carrots are trying to do something, trying to bait them, and it goes once more, and it does successfully. Funnily enough, routes a pikeman. There goes another one. There must be shots. These are routing. So now you've got this situation where the second band are facing off against the archers. The archers will move around to surround them, hopefully for a charge, or they're shooting to the rear. Well, somebody was shooting to the rear. There you go. Some are dying. So they're shooting to the rear. What some people do is just a bunch of the units into each other. Other people believe that's not effective, and so try to spread them out as much as possible while being in a dense formation, like so. But this is a rather small version of a ring. So you're just getting shot. There's quite a few arrows left. What you do is to aim for the unit which is facing away from you. So for instance, if you was this unit which is facing both sides, okay, I think I'll choose another option. This one's facing the wrong direction. So for instance, if this unit, you'd be aiming for this unit here which just lost the man, because if you're facing away from the opponent, your shield and pike bonus is not effective. Just gonna speed it up. So after all the shooting's been done, usually you wait for your own units to recover, because these are exhausted right now, even though they're shaken bizarrely. Shaken. Huh, that's funny. These infantry units are very steady, but they wouldn't be seen when they're charging all sides, or one of them routes because of a casualty. So sometimes at this point you see this in games, everybody just agrees to triple game speed. If one person does not triple speed the game, then the game will go off at the slowest speed, but actually at the normal game speed. If everybody but one pauses, it will go off at the normal game speed as well. Well, what the speed was originally before people started asking to pause. So it's quite a good system. The only way to triple speed is if everybody agrees, and the only way to pause is if everybody agrees to pause. So it looks like my